So for those who don't know, like today is Palm Sunday, right? And we know that Easter is right around the corner. Now I don't know about you, but for me, man, Easter gonna hit just a little different this year. And I've shared in so many amazing Easters before, but man, where I'm at in my spiritual walk, man, Easter is gonna hit like at no point in time in my life in the past. Especially with this renewing of my soul and my mind and my body and my spirit, man, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm excited about Easter. I can't wait, man. Like this whole week, man, I'm gonna be full of joy and happiness, and I'm gonna be honest with you all. I'm probably gonna be a little sad too because I knew what had to take place for you and me to be able to even have this thing called life because of what took place on the cross. And however, I will always be thankful for that, man, because he didn't have to do that. He didn't. Every stripe, every nail in his hands and his feet, man, that was for you and I, so that we could have the privilege of walking this earth. Let us not lose hope in the things that has been done for us. Let us recognize that he loved us that much to go through and endure what he went through for us. And in church today, I couldn't help but think about that entry, right? And if we look at in the Gospel of Luke, when it details Jesus's powerful, triumphant, entry into Jerusalem, where he was welcomed by large, a mass crowd, right? And what a scene that must have been. What a spectacle. They spread their cloaks on the road to recognize that Jesus was king, right? And then they were waving the palm branches. Is where we got Palm Sunday, right? In a display of joy and anticipation. Man, that had to be an amazing place to be at that time, right? He rides in on a donkey, and as he approaches, they praise his holy and divine name, and they lifted him up, right? And it was probably for all the signs, miracles, and wonders that they had either heard about or seen with their own two eyes. And they shouted, "Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna." You see, in Hebrew, that means save us. We pray or grant us salvation. Wow. You see, y'all, this is a cry for deliverance and a plea for God's intervention. And can you imagine if Christ was alive today and he did this? You know what? He still would have haters. He would. There would be people who oppose him, right? There would be people who would not accept him as king. There would be people who would deny him, right? Just as the Pharisees did on that day when he rode in on that donkey. They objected him mightily. But you know what Jesus said? If these people were silent, the stones would cry out. The stones would cry out, because that's how holy, that's how divine, that's how powerful he is. That the things of this earth, if man would be quiet, the things of this earth would give him praise. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait for Easter. I can't wait to celebrate, but also, in the same breath, be thankful for what he did. Be thankful for what he did. Don't lose sight of what was done for you so that you could have the life that you have today. Because if it was not for the cross, we wouldn't have this privilege, and this thing called life to live. And those would be facts on facts on facts on top of facts. To God be the glory. Carry on.